What does NABA mean to you?
For me, I would consider it as my last safe place before this crazy journey, which is work life. My biggest advice for the new students is just be curious.
Hi everyone and welcome back in a new episode of NABA Meets Alumni. Today we are here with Tatiana Kamal. She attended the Master in Creative Advertising in NABA. And hi Tatiana, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
You're a senior designer and you work for a big brand. Can you tell us how your interest in visual communication design first began?
Sure. Let's say my interest in design and everything visual started since I was really young. Because whenever I had the free time, they used to find me in my bedroom drawing and doing DIYs, characters, stuff like that. And it grew up with me. I always loved to do illustrations, to do a lot of design stuff. And when I had to choose a major for my bachelor, I had no doubts. It was graphic and visual communication. And this is how I started my big journey.
Why did you choose NABA for your master's degree?
When I had to choose a university for my master's, I started doing a very big research because I wanted to find the proper university, the program that was the one that I was looking for. So I started doing my research everywhere online, all the campuses in Europe. And at the end, I chose NABA because it ticked all the boxes for me. It had a very good reputation online, on social. It was an international program, which is something not for granted for someone who's looking for an English program. And it has a lot of services, which is the career service that they help you find internship when the course is over, which is something really important for students who want to proceed with their career abroad. Also all the teachers that they had a very great background, which is something really important because when you're looking for a master's, you're looking for a specialization, you want someone who really can guide you and who really understands the world of advertising, the world of design. And it was something really important. That's why between all the campuses, all the universities that they were there, NABA was my big choice.
You have worked for a major brand, no? Is there one project that for you more than others?
All the projects, they're really big challenges because when you work for big brands, it's not really easy. But if I would choose one, I would consider one specific project for Kinder because it wasn't easy to tackle it, especially in Dubai, which is Halloween, which is a feast that they don't really celebrate there. I wanted to do something a bit more toned down. And I was really new on that account. I had no idea about all the yes and no's on the brand. So I took their main characters and I changed them completely. I dressed them up for Halloween and stuff like that. And we sent them. And after a few days, we got an email from the global team because we need the approval from the global team. And it started really bad. They were like, yeah, but this is not acceptable. We cannot use those characters. You have to choose from the portal, blah, blah, blah. Nonetheless, the global team loves the characters and please, we want to ask you if you can send them because we want to use it as a benchmark for the rest of the markets. It was a big surprise for all of us because we didn't expect it, and it ended up in all the markets in all North Africa and Middle East, and it was a very huge success for all of us.
What were the biggest challenge and difficulties in your career?
The biggest challenge, I would say, to stay up to date and not to imitate stuff that were already done. Because we're in a moment where the market is oversaturated. Advertising has been there since forever. And to come up every time with something really new, something very clever, something unseen is not really easy. So I believe this is the biggest challenge for every creative nowadays because all the teams have been tackled millions of times, but the challenge is to find a new way every time to tackle every subject or every campaign or every theme, it requires a lot of research, it requires a lot of creativity, a lot of teamwork, and I guess this is the biggest challenge.
In the 2021, you were ranked among the top 4 designers in MENA region by the One Show. How did you experience that recognition?
That recognition was really a big surprise for me because I had no idea about it. My boss kept it as a secret. So it was a normal working day. I opened my LinkedIn as usual. I see a lot of notifications. I don't get it. And then like scrolling, I see a big screenshot of the names of that category and I see my name. And I was really shocked. So I sent the screenshot to my boss and I asked him like, is this real? And I was like, no, congratulations. This is real. Like you got ranked. And so, and it was really like the best surprise ever because I had no idea it was going to happen.
So Tatiana, there's now a special moment for us. We have some questions from the NABA students. Tatiana, the first question is, how do you see your industry evolving in the coming years?
Okay. Actually, the design industry has always been evolving. I don't think there will come a time where design will not exist anymore because we need design for everything, literally for everything. Like for whenever you go to the supermarket, you see packaging. Whenever you go on the street, you have signs. Design, I believe it's something that evolving continuously year after year. How it depends on the technology that you have year after year. Now we have the AI, which is helping us. I'm not afraid that it will stop evolving anytime soon. I believe it's gonna keep on growing and growing year after year.
Is there something you wish you had known as a student that you only learned once you started working?
Yes, there's an exercise that now I do a lot in my agency during work time, and I wish I did that when I was a student, which is whenever you see big campaigns, whenever you see like Lions, Cannes, like big campaigns that won a lot of prizes, just do that exercise of ask yourself, what was the problem and how did they reach that solution? When you start doing your study on very big campaigns that really won awards and you see how they managed to find that solution to that problem, this exercise will help you start training your creativity and will help you a lot in the future during your school projects, university projects, and eventually your work projects.
Tatiana, there's some difference between Beirut, Dubai, and Milan in the visual communication file.
Okay, when it comes to visual communication, I guess the tools and the creativity and everything, they're somehow very similar. What changes are the thematic that you're talking about, because some topics you cannot really talk about them in Dubai, or some topics they're not really familiar with the Lebanese culture, and same for Milan. What the creative team has to do is to respect the culture of every location. Creativity remains somehow the same. What changes is the culture, like how the consumer perceives certain subjects, certain topic, and how the creative team reacts to that topic, like how they treat it.
Is there any advice for the NABA students that you want to give?
My biggest advice for the new students is just be curious, go around the campus, make connections, take advantage of your teachers, because you really have great teachers. You don't know the worth of those teachers now when you're in NABA, but once you go and you start working, you wish you had the time to talk with them, to take more from them. So just do that. Your time at NABA is very limited. Take advantage of it, because trust me, it's so worth it. And be present, just participate in all the events and all the competitions, because what NABA gives you now, you won't have this privilege later on. So take advantage.
Tatiana, can you describe your experience in Publicis?
My experience in Publicis is really very interesting, because like Publicis is a very big group and I work in Publicis Middle East, which is part of the Publicis group, and we have also Saatchi, we have Leo Burnett, we have a lot of agencies, and their presence in the market is really huge. They always win a lot of awards, so it's a lot of work, it's a lot of responsibility. We have big clients, but I believe it's very worth it.
How the AI enter in your work?
I think the AI is a very important tool. Like a lot of creatives at the beginning, they're really afraid it's going to replace us, it's going to take our job, but it's not the case for me. I believe it's a tool that helps us do the work maybe more efficiently, maybe faster, with less maybe the deadline is really near, we don't have the luxury of time to do editing, to do photo retouching. AI is here to help us more than to replace us, because I don't think anything can replace the human creativity.
What does NABA mean to you?
What does NABA mean to me? This is a very, how to say, it's a very tricky question, because like I cannot define NABA in one word. For me, I would consider it as my last safe place before this crazy journey, which is work life. Because, you know, like when you're in your safe bubble, you have someone to guide you, you have someone who helps you, who's always there for you, who teaches you what to do, what not to do, who puts you on the right track. And I believe NABA was all of this for me, because like I had really great professors who were always guiding us, who were always telling us, do this, do that, pay attention to this. All like your friends who all working together. The career service was always like there for the students. Whatever you had a problem, you just go there, you ask them. And I believe it was one of the best experiences that I ever had in my life. I wish I can go back like and relive that year again. So yeah, I cannot define it in one word, but it's just like this full experience.
Tatiana, thank you for your time, and thanks for being with us, and see you soon in the next episode.
Thank you for interviewing me, and good luck to all the students.